everybody, this is Pixie Willows, and I am coming at you right now in Sims 4. I was going to do another how to build video with using cheat codes, but then I realized the majority of what I showed you in my prior video, where you did not have to turn testing sheets on, was the bulk portion of, you know, using codes. We'll say they call them cheat codes, but you didn't have to turn testing sheets on, which means, you know, to an extent or to some degree, you really were not cheating. The only thing that was truly left was to show you how to turn testing sheets on, which I will pause for 5 seconds, and during this time I will put how to turn testing sheets on the screen. When you see this video, that's what's showing up right now. Okay, and then once you've turned testing sheets on, the one more thing that you can do as far as like building or where you want to live is you would turn free real estate on. Once you have clicked on, we will go ahead, I will show you. This is just one of the few ways that you can move your household. We are not going to move her because I did that already. Move household. You would press that, and once you go out into what would show like the manage world screen, you could go wherever you want, and let's say she went from living in a tiny little 19K Simoleon house to this. And how I did that was you would type in all one word, and I do lowercase. I don't know that that matters or not. Free real estate. Then the second word is on, and that turns free real estate on, and your character can move into any house they want without paying for it. Just make sure that you know, you also have the funds in game to pay that weekly you know, bill amount, because the more you have, the bigger you have, the more that amount is going to be. So now that I've told you that, how do you make money in this game? What is the best paying you know, thing to do in the game? Do you want to work a job, or do you want to just use cheat codes and do Motherload? Motherload gives you 50K simoleons at a time. No, I'll show you how to do Motherload. Since I mentioned it, I feel obligated to. Testing cheats are already on. Make sure you've turned them on. And then you would just type in Motherload. I will, you know, obviously I'll put that on the screen for you to see, because I don't believe you can see me typing. Motherload, 50K at a pop. That's one way if you want to hit the aspiration for even, let's see, aspiration, what's it called? Fabulously wealthy. See, she's already met one thing just by that. Okay. So if you don't want to do that, if you don't even want to use cheat codes, what is the best way to make money and not actually have your sim go to work for so many hours in the sim day, and basically simulate what you do in your real life day in and day out in a sim life? That's pretty easy to answer, except I can tell you honestly, I have not started playing since I downloaded the Nifty Knitting content. So I can't tell you if this ranks in my top 3 or not, but right now my top 3 are painting. Especially once you hit 10 in painting, you can, you know, you can make so much money from that. So basically I'm going to show you while we're talking. You know, she has not even started. I'll show you, she has no skills even right now. June has no skills. Okay, and so we will go to classic painting large. Doesn't matter, it's going to come out kind of crappy to begin with. We spent 100 simoleons. Oh, let me make sure I have welcome wagon turned off. I don't want the welcome wagon. Yes, disallow solicitors. Okay, I may be too late. I think I saw someone coming. No, good. Okay. And we'll disallow vampires. Not that I don't like the vampires, I just don't want it right now. This came with the what I just did with the door, if you didn't know that. It just came with the Eco Living DLC, I believe, or update that came along with it. So here's the thing, you can play, do a playthrough with like her being a struggling artist, but she's not going to struggle that long. I mean, like once you even get halfway, you're making so much more than you would on a daily basis in a job in this game. So, initially when she's like level 2, you're gonna bring home in game, the amount from one painting that you would have sending your sim at a job. So number 1 is painting, okay? And I will let her finish this. And while I'm telling you about number 2 and number 3, number 2 in my eyes is flower arranging. I do not have the flower arrangement, and let's go ahead and I'll get that table. You can see in where I get it. So if you're more interested in doing flower arranging with your sim or someone in your sim household, so what I did was I clicked on objects by room, and you go over to basically it's this study, and in here, hobbies and skills. That's of course where you get the painting, and here is your violets or blue flower arranging table. Okay, so we'll go ahead and we will just set that out here. I didn't turn on move objects, clearly. There are other things that you can do in game to make money. The candle making, when you have that in your household, yes, you can buy the wax and things like that. So, it's a decent way to make money versus going and having your sim start a job. Another way, which also helps you build the skill, is, woodworking. And if you have a multiple sim household, you can, we're going to buy the digital sketch pad because that goes along with painting, and something I'll tell you. Okay, and then I believe there's already, yes, planters. So my top 3 until, so maybe, I'm pretty sure, you're not going to make as much knitting, but I'm not going to say that as a definite. But top 3, first and always, for as long as I've been playing, which is a year and a half, and of course there's other people that have been playing so much longer than I, is painting. You can make upwards over 10K simoleon for one painting. And how do you put out the paintings fast? You use the digital sketch pad, but make sure that you have your handiness up to, I believe it's 4. I'll show you. She needs, yes, level 4 handiness, and you can do that upgrade. And basically, let's go ahead and sell that, and we'll have her see it was poor. She's not making as much as she put into it, but let's sell it. Oh, I forgot. Let me go into, this is important, especially if you want to, I mean, like, they will still level pretty quickly, painting, but let's go ahead and we will put in natural light. Make sure you always put in your traits. I used to put in convivial and comedy. That is one that you can do, but here's the thing that would encompass all of that. And I will show you since we're on it. Let me put in the natural light, which is for the painting. Where are we? Right here. Peace and quiet. Peace and quiet. Something about this place makes it great for reading. Sims understand more and they gain skill faster from reading, and tense moods go away faster. So basically, you're going to gain extra skill on any book that you have your sim read. Think about it. So basically, instead of giving them the convivial, trait on the house. Give them this, have them read a book about charisma, have them read a book about comedy, and they'll gain just a skill as quickly from reading versus them standing there at a mirror and doing it. Now, if you want them to stand at the mirror and do it, that's your choice. It's your game, it's your playthrough. Um, and of course, if they're in college, another one would be a study spot. Um, they'll enjoy a slight bonus to all skill building. Um, Especially if they're in, like, let's say they're doing their in college and they're doing their homework and things like that. That's when they would gain that skill. Private dwelling. I am so happy that they started adding the thing to the doors that you don't have to put this on anymore. There are some playthroughs that I just don't want the welcome wagon. I don't want vampires to come to my door. I don't want random neighbors, vampires, or whomever to come to the door. Homey, I always do homey because it just, that's something that you work on without even realizing it. Cooking, you have to cook for your sim. I mean, you can order food, have them order pizza, etc. But, and mixology, well, you may or may not use that much. But handiness, gardening, and cooking, that's three things all in one. That, as well as if you do the peace and quiet. Now, once you have gotten to 10 with painting, you can then switch over natural light to home studio. Painting, writing, and woodworking usually come out better. So basically what you're doing is your paintings will come out better quality, which means you will get more money. And that is why I think, and I will show you, we'll have her continue painting though. I will show you why painting is number one moneymaker outside of using cheat code for Motherload. And let's go ahead and have her do another painting. She spent 100 simoleons. Last time made 86. She spent 100 this time. She's only level 1. We will see what she gets out of it. Woodworking, make arrangement. Basically, it goes up to 10, but when you get to 5, you can make the highest arrangement and still make a few thousand simoleons or more. This is at level 1. Their mood, especially with flower arranging, dictates how well things turn out. If they're in a bad mood, do not have them flower arrange, especially if you're on your last several hundred simoleons and you're like, let's go ahead and try and make money. I would highly recommend not flower arranging in that moment. If you are working on handiness and they're in a bad mood or some sort of as long as it's not too extremely negative, you can have them do woodworking and craft a sculpture, a horse, a knife block, the dragon sculpture, and you'll at least make double your money. If you're to the point where they're able to make a lumberjack or, the large bear, you can actually make some decent money even if they're in a bad mood. So, all right, she's still painting. And the other thing I was going to show you, if you have seasons, it's not going to be as lucrative as if you don't have seasons. Basically, if you don't have seasons, you work on your gardening, and it's win-win working on gardening, whether you want to make money off it or not. Win-win being that they're planting and they're outside. If they're an outdoor lover, it gives you the satisfaction of them being outside and they become happy. Once you hit is it between 3 and 5? I don't recall. Between 3 and 5, they can actually talk to the plants and it gives them their social need filled. That's a win-win, right? I mean, because, if you've never played Sims before and you're watching this and you're just wanting to know how to make money, one of the things is that you can learn from this video, if you're new, is that social need is definitely a mood breaker, changer, whatever you want to call it. And if they can talk to a plant, well, then they're happy because their social need is filled. Another way for their social need to be filled is to go on the computer. And there's a chat, and if they have made friends, you can invite the friend over, etc., etc. Social is social, and a great way to fill a social need before we get back to gardening is having a cat or a dog. You can play with them in your social and fun need, and I'll show you what that is. The needs right here. Fun and social both. Having a cat, dog, or child will be filled. Of course, if you have a two-person household, that will be filled also, you know. Um, anyway, back to gardening. When you get higher level in gardening, the more it opens up other things that you can plant. If you have seasons, it's, you know, that is dictated by the season, what you can plant and how much money you make. Um, and, you know, you can use planters or you can plant it on the ground. It doesn't matter. With planters, you're limited to 4 spots or 1 big spot. And that would be the 4 corners, or if you see the middle, you could see that, you know, basically a tree or something would go in the middle. And then you can also, like I said, plant here in the dirt. So you're not limited to having to buy these planters. You know, we did do the homey trait, so you will gain skill in gardening faster. And there is also a trait for the house if you're specifically wanting to do, like, let's say, flower arranging and gardening and making your money that way. The combination of the two is almost equal to painting. Let's see. Now did she get to level 2? Yeah, she's almost at 3 even with painting. Now, you see the difference? She's making 20, it's poor quality, but she's still making 27 more simoleons than she paid for it. And that is like, what, 41 simoleons more than her last painting. You can list it on Plopsy. That's new. That is from the Nifty Knitting. But we're just going to go ahead and sell it to a collector, okay? And we'll have her keep painting while I explain things. There you go. And so basically, if you want to garden and do flower arranging at the same time, you would make the equivalent, if not more, than you would painting. But one thing, you know, meaning when I say that painting is the best, it's only one thing that you have to do versus gardening and flower arranging at the same time. Those are 2 things at once, basically. Now, if you're like me and you like to do several things at once, well, then that's great. You can have them paint, you can have them garden. I like having basically multiple skill on one sim even, let alone the household. So as long as it takes them in game to paint a painting or let's say craft a sculpture or, you know, to make a flower arrangement. Basically, I believe it's like an hour, 2 hours, depending on how inspired they are with the painting. You know, what mood they're in and what their skill level is at. You know, it dictates how long it takes. If they're going to come out with a masterpiece, it takes even longer. If you've given them the perfectionist perk, it takes even longer than that. Here's the thing, and this is where you can make, you know, really good money. And this is, again, my argument or my stand on why I think painting is number 1. Painting is number 1 because you can use this digital sketch pad. And once you've done the upgrade, this high performance upgrade, you can make 1 painting in sim time, you know, this time right here, not our time, in sim time. 15 minutes. So basically you're going to put out 4 paintings of the same quality as this in 15 minutes, you know, in an hour. 4 paintings in an hour. See, now she's selling it. She's at 179. You start a job and you're going to make even less than that in this game on your first day. Each promotion, yes, you will get more money. But here's the thing. Once she gets to 10, she has it's going to be a minimum of 2,500, 2,800 simoleons on up to 10,000, 12,000, however many, or in the tens of thousands then basically for 1 painting that takes her a quarter of the time that would be a work day. So freelance jobs, those are fun. You make a little bit more money because you can put out, maybe a little bit faster because you are using the digital sketch pad, you are using the computer, you're able to, no matter what the job, sit there and be with them and work with them. There are other jobs that you can have that you can go to work with them. The doctor, the scientist, the police officer, you can go to work and do those things with them. But, and that is another way to do a playthrough in your game, is to go to work with them. But if you are just wanting to have the money and not use cheat codes to give them the mother load like I did, these are ways, the best ways, the top ways to actually make the money true, without using cheat codes. So basically, let's go back over that. Number one is painting. Number two in my book is, flower arranging. And number three, until I have done the knitting, the nifty knitting, is going to be gardening. So, and if you do all three of those together, if you have a household that does all three of those, it doesn't have to be on the same character. It can be on, a multiple person sim household, and you can have 2 or 3 sims doing these things. And now that they added nifty knitting, you can have a senior in the home that is doing the knitting. You can have an adult or a young adult doing the nifty knitting. I'm not sure how young. What was that? Okay. She is not a vampire. She is not. Why did that even just happen? That's new. That's a new one for me. Okay. Cell. What's her traits? Maybe it's in her traits. I just picked her off the, yeah, that was funny. Okay, now we have to look at, I'm going to look at her traits here. Oh, she's erratic. Okay, good. That's why that happened. I have never played erratic. I'm like, what was that? Okay, so we were just summing up. Painting at 10. Let's go ahead and, you've seen, I am going to, let's add one of my characters to this household. That I have, and I believe that you can. Let's go to the gallery, open the gallery. Where is my library, my profile? And yes, this is a shameless plug. Okay, but let's take one of my girls that I know that has a skill 10 in painting. This is why. Skill 10 right here. I know she has 10. And place household. Yes. Yes, I want to merge households. All right. Oh, and we brought a cat with us too. So what we're going to do is we're going to come over here because I'm pretty sure she has more choices. I thought she had, yeah, I thought she had something here. Hold on, I thought she had the, I'd already gotten the aspiration. Holy Simology. And turn that off. Maybe this was Bookworm, Mixmaster, Marketable, Creative Visionary, Observant, Mentor. Where is it? Nope. Quick Learner. Yeah. Oh no, that was in. Okay, so I haven't done that yet. Regardless, let's go ahead and I will show you. Let me have her go over and we'll have her take a shower or something. Let's get her out of the way. Go ahead and go take a shower. All right, and you, my friend, are going to come here. Now you saw she made like not quite 200 simoleons on a classic large painting. We're going to have her come over here. Large classic painting. Now she does have the traits, if you saw, where she gets more from her, from her paintings, and she is more likely to create masterpieces. And I did not put the, the home studio trait on the lot. This is just that. All right. Mia Wolf. She's a wolf who has a cat. That's what I thought was so funny. She's a witch in the game. All right. And where's the cat? What? Oh, she's talking to herself. She's erratic. Didn't I just tell her to shower? Go take a bath. Maybe a nap. No, we will have you play. All right. And I don't know where Charming is. He is hanging out somewhere. He has no food. He has nothing. Poor little guy. This will probably be a house that I show a few more things in. So let's give him a food bowl. I'll just do that later. Now that I think of it, you're here to watch how to make money, the best way to make money in Sims 4. So.
Yabosa.
Now, of course, when you're painting on the canvas versus that digital sketch pad, it always takes longer. And that's another reason why I say use the digital sketch pad. Did we get the nerd brain? I'm pretty sure I did. Knowledge. No. Okay. Well. Interesting. Since I turned cheat codes on, aspirations, there's a reason why I'm doing this. She does have aspirations dot complete current milestone is the cheat. Complete. I'll put it on there if you want to know. Complete current Sorry, it takes me a minute to type. I am typing on the PlayStation controller. Milestone. This is crazy. It's only been like a week since I've done any of this and it's not showing up. Okay. See, now we completed the current milestone. You have to do that 4 times to complete the whole aspiration, though. Okay, complete. And it's still not doing it, you buttheads. Complete, there it is. Current milestone. That's 2. There's a reason I'm doing this, and it's to be able to instant upgrade something. Aspirations. Complete. Current milestone. That's 3. And, you know, I do have a keyboard, so next time I'm pretty sure I will be having that at the ready in case I need to type anything. I apologize. Complete. Current milestone. This should do it. All right. So, wait, it didn't do it. Why didn't it do it? I must have done something wrong. Aspirations dot complete. Current milestone. There we go. So that is done, and what that did is it gave her the ability to, we'll just put that here for now. It gave her the ability to instant upgrade this item. So that's why it's also beneficial to get that aspiration. So now remember, she has a 10 in painting. I will show you. Handiness is 10. Painting is 10. Okay? So she's going to instant upgrade that. Now here's the difference. Look at that, 1,989 simoleons when you're at 10. That was one painting, and how long did it take her? You know? So that's why I'm saying, all right, sell to collector. And what we're going to do is I'll show you. We'll start. Let me put this on pause. Large abstract. That's what I usually do with my Sims. It's up to you. I think that pays one of the better amounts. Once you're at 10, you know. All right, so here's 4. We're going to do 4, and we'll look at the clock as soon as she picks that up. All right, 8:23. So she should be able to complete these 4 paintings within 1 sim hour, and we'll see how much money she makes off those 4 paintings. And maybe it doesn't matter to you, you know, if I say, you know, painting is the best way to make money in the game, and you'll take my word for it. But this is just my way of proving that, in case you would like to see the proof. They make really cute faces in this game. I love it. I have no clue where the cat is. So she's almost done with her second one, which would then be, again, about 30 minutes for 2 of them. And you can see I love the digital sketch pad. I love all the details they put in this game. Let's see, what is it? Nope, wrong one. Third person. I never do third or first person in anything, so I don't know how to do it. So now we're at, so it's going to be longer than I thought, but it's still a little over an hour that for 4 paintings. It was what, 8:23? So we're 7 minutes past. 8:03. Oh, there's Charming. All right, so it took, all right, we're at 9:37. It was 8:22. So an hour and what, 5-10 minutes, whatever that is. Yeah, no, I can't think right now. So anyway, she has 50,320 simoleons, and after selling 4 paintings, see, look at that. One painting is 3,000. 4 paintings that took an hour of game time in the game Sims, 1 hour, not our game. What, 2, 3, 4 minutes that it took for her, you know, in our real time. And this is what she made. 10,839 simoleons, okay? And imagine how much more it would have been had you put the trait on the house of basically, you know, home studio, where everything comes out better quality. There was probably a few of those that would have definitely come out masterpieces and would have come with much more money even. So in 1 hour of sim time, she just increased her household, you know, funds by, you know, 10,000 something. So you can see why I say painting is the best way to make, best and fastest to make money in this game if you don't want to do cheat codes. And again, I love rags to riches. When I get tired of rags to riches, where I'm out foraging and things like that, and I will do a playthrough eventually where I show you the different rags to riches fun that you can have. This is one of the rags to riches, starving artist. You know, basically I'll put her I'll put them in a miserable place, like let's say in the city, where the neighbors are constantly knocking on the door saying, "Hey neighbor, I'm bored. Let's do something." Or, constant interruptions where your life is going slower because they have all the activities that are going on around you that slows down your in-game time. Even if you're trying to sleep with a character, your time doesn't go by as fast. That's where I'll put them, and they start out starving. And basically, one of the playthroughs that I do is, yes, they do paint, and they go to riches pretty quickly. So again, top top three ways to make money in game: painting, flower arranging, and gardening. So I hope this was useful to you. If you like this type of video of how to and best things to do in the game for money, or please click like, or if you even just like the video, please click like, subscribe, and thank you so much for watching my video.